explore how hotel management structure have evolved from classical European models to contemporary practices, focusing on the key changes and their impact on hotel operation. This discussion will provide a comprehensive understanding of how hotel organizations have adapted over time to meet the demands of the dynamic industry. At the turn of the 20th century, the classical European hotel organization model dominated the hospitality industry in the United States. This model was deeply influenced by the European practices and centered around two major figures, the chef and the maitre d'hotel. In this classic structure, the chef was considered the chef or the king of the kitchen. This role was taken to feudal role preceding over his domain. The chef had absolute authority over all aspects related to food selection and preparation. The chef managed menu creation, ingredient sourcing, and kitchen stock. Their role was crucial in ensuring the quality and consistency of the food, which was a significant factor in guest satisfaction at the time. Parallel to the chef role was the maitre d'hotel, who managed the service aspect of the hotel. The maitre d'hotel ensured the guests received promptly and courteous service, coordinating the efforts of the front of the house staff. This role included managing the dining room, overseeing the stock, and ensuring the guest needs were met efficiently and according to the hotel standards. In response to growing guest expectation and the needs for more specialized services, hotels began to adopt more structured organizational models. Specialization within the hotel structure led to the development of distinct departments with specific functions.
The Hotel Organizational Chart.
At the helm of the hotel is the general manager. This role is vital, overseeing the entire operation and making strategic decisions to drive success and maintain high standards. Supporting the general manager is the executive assistant manager. This role often involves managing daily operation and stepping in for the general manager as needed. Personnel department or human resource handles all aspects of stock management from recruitment and training to employee relation and benefits. We have the accounting. It is responsible for the hotel financial health. This team manages budget, payroll, and financial reporting, ensuring accuracy and compliance. Marketing and sales drive the hotel visibility and revenue. They create marketing strategies, manage promotion, and handle bookings to attract and entertain guests. Reservation manage room booking and ensure that the guest preference are met, optimizing occupancy rates. Convention services coordinates events and meetings, providing support and resources for a range of functions, from corporate conference to weddings. Engineering ensures that the hotel infrastructure is in top condition. From routine maintenance to emergency repairs, this team keeps everything running smoothly. Purchasing is responsible for acquiring goods and services. This department negotiates with vendors and ensures that the hotel is well stocked with necessary supplies. The room division play a crucial role in guest comfort and satisfaction. Housekeeping is dedicated to maintain cleanliness and order in guest room and public areas, ensuring a pleasant and hygienic environment for all the guests. Front office manage check-in and check-out and guest inquiries. They are the face of the hotel, providing first impression and resolving guest issues. Security ensure the safety of the guests and staff, while uniform service including valet assists with luggage and parking, enhancing the guest experience. The telephone department oversee all the communication system, from guest room, phones to internal communication, ensuring efficient connectivity. Food production, led by the chef. It is responsible for menu planning and food preparation, delivering high-quality dining experience. Restaurant and bar offers a diverse dining option, while banquet and catering handles special events and large gatherings. From room service caters to guests preparing to dine in their rooms. Now, let's distinguish between two essential categories of function within a hotel: a line function and a stop function. The line function are the direct operational tasks performed by the hotel employee that involves regular or semi-regular contact with the guest. These functions are crucial because they directly affect the guest experience and satisfaction. Room division. The room division is one of the primarily function in a hotel. It encompasses all the activities related to the accommodation of the guests. Within this division, these are the burial key rooms. Front office staff. This department includes the receptionists and concierge. They are often the first point of contact for guests, handling check-in and check-out reservation and general inquiries. Their role is highly visible and their interaction with guests are frequent and significant. Housekeeping staff. Housekeepers play a critical role in maintaining guests' group and common room. They are involved in cleaning, stocking, and ensuring all the overall comfort of the room. Although they might not interact with the guests as frequent as front office staff, their work directly impacts guest satisfaction. Security staff. While security personnel might not have the regular guest interaction, they ensure the safety and the security of both guests and staff. Their presence helps maintain a secure environment, which is vital for a positive guest experience. Staff function are behind-the-scene activities that support the line function. While this role might not be involved direct guest contact, they are essential for both smooth operation of the hotel and the quality of the guest experience. The engineering department. The engineering staff are responsible for maintenance and repair of the hotel infrastructure and equipment, and this includes equipment maintenance, ensuring the kitchen appliances, heating and cooling system, and other equipment are in good working order. Repairs. Fixing any issue with furniture, fixture, or infrastructure such as plumbing or electrical system. Support. Providing support to another department like fixing broken tables in the dining room or repairing a luggage crates used by bellhops. Other staff function. Human resources. HR manage recruitment, training, employee relations, supporting the overall function of the hotel. Accounting. This department handles financial transaction, budgeting, and financial reporting, providing essential support for the hotel operation. To sum up, understanding the distinction between line and staff function in a hotel is crucial for effective management and operation. Line functions such as those in rooms and food and beverage division involve direct guest interaction and are vital to guest satisfaction. In contrast, staff function, including engineering and human resources, support this line function from behind the scene, ensuring everything runs smoothly and efficiently. Now, let's explore how contemporary hotel organizations have evolved beyond traditional model, focusing on the dynamic factors that influence their effectiveness. We will draw insight from notable experts including Professor Eddie Stone C. Neville III and Mark Collins to understand how modern hotels adapt to both internal and external changes. Organizational structure have historically been depicted as pyramidal models, a design first popularized by the Roman Catholic Church. This model is characterized by a clear hierarchy with a top-down flow of authority. While this structure has been widely adopted by the military, government, educational institutions, and businesses, and modern organizations, including hotels, are increasingly adapting to a new challenges and opportunities. The traditional pyramidal structure. In a traditional hotel organization, the hierarchy is typically segmented into various levels. Top management, including the general manager or the GM, who has overall responsibility for the hotel operation and strategic direction. Middle manager or middle management includes department heads such as the director of room, director of food and beverage, and the director of sales and marketing. Operational staff includes frontline employee in departments like front office, housekeeping, and food and beverage. The modern organizational structure. Modern hotel organizations are moving beyond rigid pyramidal structure to embrace more flexible and adaptive models. These changes are driven by several factors. Technological advancement. The integration of technology in hotel operation require a shift towards more collaborative and interconnected structure. The guest expectation. Today, guests demand personalized and responsive service, promoting hotels to adopt more an organizational framework. Economic pressure. Economic fluctuation necessitate more efficient and cost-effective organizational practices. From Professor Eddie Stone C. Neville III. Professor Neville research provide valuable insight into how modern hotel organizations function effectively. His study of outstanding general manager and their key subordinates reveals several key themes. First is the leadership and the communication. Second, the role of the committees. Insight from Mark Collins. Mark Collins' perspective on leadership in hotel organization offers a more radical view of how hotel can adapt to modern demands. As a vice president of market management for Marriott Hotel and Resort, Collins' insights are particularly relevant. First is the emphasis on empowerment. Collins advocates for a shift towards empowering employee at all levels. This approach contrasts with traditional top-down management and encourages a more decentralized decision-making process. Flexibility and adaptability. Collins highlighted the needs for flexibility in organizational structure. Hotel must be able to adapt to changing market conditions and guest preference rapidly.
Good day, everyone. I am Kurt Eliza M. Boyarte, and I am here to discuss the elements of organizational structure. First, what is organizational structure? Organizational structure, OS, is the systematic arrangement of human resources in our organization so as to achieve common business objectives. It outlines the roles and responsibilities of every member of organization so that work and information flow seamlessly, ensuring the smooth functioning of an organization. So what are the 5 ways structure to manager organizations. Number 1 is specialization. Specialization divided into individual jobs. It allows employee to become expert in a specific area. Most of us likely only become good in one thing, maybe two things. After you graduate, we don't pursue many different careers. Most of us generally pursue one career. For example, I'm Eliza and I'm specialized in cooking. I share these skills in hotels or restaurants. And then number 2 is departmentalization. It's a structure that helps an organization continue expanding while still allowing company leadership to monitor employees and uphold company-wide standards. Understanding how businesses create departments can help you identify how your workplace operates. When the size of enterprise grows, the number of employees also increases. There is a limitation on the number of enterprise can manage directly. Departmentation is the process of breaking down of an enterprise into various departments. Here's an example. On the top level is a board of directors and a general manager. Under the general manager, various departments like manufacture, marketing, engineering, R&D, and employee relation and finance department. The third one is authority. Authority refers to the degree of decision-making, power, and responsibility held by employees within a company. The fourth one is coordination of activity. The role of coordination is to ensure that each independently performed task is carried out at the same level of efficiency and quality. Span of control. Span of control relates to the number of subordinates reporting to a supervisor. In the past, some management scholars advocated an ideal span of control of exactly 7 subordinates. That simplistic view is no longer held. The ideal span of control is dependent on task similarity, training and professionalism, task certainty, frequency of interaction, and task integration.
Hello everyone, I'm Roslaniel Panganiban and I'm here to discuss the continuation of Organization Department. The Food and Beverage Department, a department where guests get foods and drinks from a hotel or guests. Or this department is responsible for food and drinks for a hotel and the wants of guests. There's a great diversity in the activities performed by the food and beverage department and also considerable variety in the skills be required. The next is sales and marketing. This department is quite small, making interdepartmental coordination fairly easy. Also, the department is removed from all most day-to-day operational problem. This problem or intradepartmental and interdependence are usually not served. Next is the personnel. This department is a personnel department are responsible for staff organizations setups to handle the specialized functions. It plays a vital role in hotel efficiency operations. The personnel director must be an expert on labor law and able to advise managers in other departments. Accounting. The accounting department often combines both staff and line function. Its traditional role is recording financial transactions, preparing and interpreting financial statements, and providing management with timely reports or reporting results. Responsible for also include payroll preparations, account receivables, and control our rooms and food beverage. And next is strength and weakness of a functional organizations. The reason of organization a business along functional lines is to group employees who perform similar tasks or have similar skills. The strength of hotel's functional organization's design is the resulting efficiency within individual departments or subunits. Training is easier because of the similarity and many opportunities for inexperienced workers to learn from behavior patterns that leads. Next is how meetings help coordinate the activities of a hotel. There is a plenty of potential for service breakdowns in hotels because of the amounts of reciprocal interdependence that exist between departments. The EOC or the Executive Operating Committee is made up to the GM and other hotel senior executive. There is no magic formula for EOC membership, but usually it those executive who reports directly to the GM. And the duties and responsibilities of groups can be spelled out in details or left ambiguous. An important question GMs must answer is the amount of authority they wish to delegate to the EOC. This occurs by virtue of the fact that EOC members meet regularly to discuss the hotel business and identify four functions of communication. The first is provide information that help executive in their decision making. Second is to motivate by fostering and commitment to organizational objectives. The third is to control by resolving ambiguities in the role, responsibilities, and duties of executive. And the last is to afford individuals an opportunity to express their feelings and emotions. Important to note that all for these functions of communication may take place during meetings. Meeting frequency, agenda, and the amount of decision making delegated to an EOC depends on a variety of factors. Under the influence of skills GMs, the EOC can play an important role. Some of the ways it may be useful are to foster groups problem solving and decision making, to build a feelings to joint responsibility for overall hotel's performance, to help instill common attitudes and belief among top executives, and to foster top-downs, bottom-up, and horizontal communications, to assign duties, assess progress, and control activities, to build interdependmental corporations, to teach, coach, and build a responsive senior executive team. And last, to ensure acceptance of priorities and decisions by senior management. Well-managed hotels address the needs for coordinations of elaborate structures of committees and meetings. These committees and meetings constitute of formal parts of a hotel's organizational structures. The purpose of the committees and meetings in a hotel vary with the complexity and hotels. They address a range of concerns including daily operations, parts of the works of the hotels in many hotels, and typical meeting structures for a major hotels. And if you can see the meeting attendance, frequency, purpose, and meeting lengths, and meetings under this is operations, staff executive, etc. And attendance, James department's head, front office, managers on duties, engineering executive, chef, GM department's heads, all sub departments, managers reporting to department heads. The frequency is to 5 times per week, weekly, and purpose is to review upcoming days, executive and previous day's results. And the meeting length is to 5 to 30 minutes, 1 to 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, and etc. Hotels are business that requires an extraordinary degree or interdepartmental cooperation in order to provide highly quality service or highly quality guest service. The functional organizational design issues most hotel fosters efficiencies with each department of a hotel but is weak with respect to coordinations between departments. One of the organizing strategies employed to overcome the problems is a formal meetings structure designs to foster interdepartmental communications and cooperations.
As I see it, hotel organization structures. Mark Conklin. Ate Elsie, ano na? This is your Ate Elsie, and I will give you a trivia for today. According to Mark Conklin, at this side you will see the reverse organizational chart, or also referred to organizational pyramid. As you can see, the GM is at the bottom of the hierarchy. At the top is the customer, because customers are the reason we are here. It also says that every guest and customers, we need to make them feel special. We need to satisfy them, to be loyal to our hotel, and to return to us. One of Marriott's fundamental beliefs is, if you take good care of your employees, the employees will take good care of your customers. There are two types of customers, the external customers and the internal customers. The difference between employees and associates. Employees is working for you, while associates is working with you. Frontline, important person in the hotel because he and she the one who serves the customers. That's all for our trivia for today. Always remember, I'm your Ate Elsie. Hashtag Ate Elsie ano na. Hi everyone, hi to the vlog and who's watching this. Today we will describe about the job of the supervisor, manager, and the leadership team. First is support the frontline and remove the barriers to doing good work. It says that the one who support and gather things to be in good place and keep everything smooth to have a good work done. They lead and help people like being a motivator and a good leader, demonstrating concern for associates. They also the one who solves the problem and solves it mindfully. Also, being kind and respectful to associates and employees. Para magawa ito, leader must develop working relationship with associates that are based on mutual trust, meaning trust each other, be good and kind, respect each other, not only associates but also our customers. Treat them how you want to be treated. As a leader, it is our job to make and let our customer feel safe in our hands. Be outstanding in service, communicate well and behave. Putting GM or the general manager at the bottom means working for the people, being a leader and not a bossy, to boss around. He also said that he viewed his role to do whatever to take gain in keeping the customers. let's play Give Me First Questions. There are 4 operating principles. What are those? First is select the right people. We work hard to select the right people using predictive screening tools. We look for people whose talent predispose them to provide great service and who have the highest potential to fit in our culture. We involve in our early associates in the selection process. After all, we have to work with the new people, therefore, the associates and managers take collective responsibilities for the success of newly hired associates. In short, in our business, we're finding the people who are fit in the role, have a good and highest potential, talented, and smart enough to be our successful associates. 2. Invest in training. Invest in training. Our emphasis on training is a reflection of Marriott's corporate culture. We invest in building the skills and knowledge of associates to give them the tools to succeed. We also provide them with an operational framework, standard operating process that represent the foundation for our training, meaning they also help us in building our skills and our potentials in business. They also help us to have knowledge and do the things in our own. We have our training for the invest in training for us to be more successful and be more knowledgeable about what are the things that we are doing. Create empowered associates. Yung pagka-training at yung naaayon yung standards na applicable and fit in the business, give a empowered and strong for the business. Also, being confident in what you are doing makes the work more beautiful and strong enough to be successful. This system and standard and this attention to detail, it helps us to be consistent and reliable in service, and it gives the customer confidence and trust our brand. 4. Recognize and promote. Recognition in our organization takes place in many forms to create a positive environment. One of the greatest ways to show appreciation is to promote. More than 50% of our managers started as early associates. Meaning, para mas ma-recognize tayo, is we need to promote, to sell our products, to sell our goods, to sell whatever you need to sell. By promoting, by it means promoting, like giving flyers, giving advertisements, or other things to promote and to recognize your own product or brand name.